Hi, this is the Magic Q Snip, and I have lots of commenters to call out today. So get your favorite drink and let's relax and let's get started. Leslie Leake, Kaylin Francis, Neat and Not by the Sea, Kathy Davis, Linda Kleindienst, Nitya Viswanath. Please forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name, but I'm trying. Teresa Thompson, Sassy Lassie, Buckeye Stitcher, Linda Craig, Denise Voss, Stitching by the River, Felice Madio, Terry at Button Up I'm Stitching, Hanging by a Thread, Deanna Chavez, April Roberts, Deb Wilson Stitches, Karen Davis Macon, Jean Truckee, Jane Gentry, Needle Notes with Trish, Sheila Burton, Susan Thompson, Amy Love Toads, EJ Creates, Samira, Tamara Hill, Cataloging My Stitches, Michelle Bendy Stitchy, EMG Crafter, Don Tatman, Jane Krager, Victoria Owens, Annette Martin, D. Abrams, Tracy Hunter, The Divine Femme, Ruth Neveur, Gwen Kay, Craft Explorer Sonia, Angela Belaze, Sandy Bakos, Sheila Norton, Drusilla Pendleberry, Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, Lady R, Shelia Simcats, Myra Devers, Criminally Creative Podcast, and Dainty Diva. I thank you all for commenting and coming back every video and viewing the video and leaving me beautiful comments to read and respond to. I love you all and thank you very much. This is all XXs. I've got a lot of stuff to show you. A couple of months worth of whip goes, and I've got a bunch of haul. So without further ado, we'll get started. Okay, I want to show you, I think the last time I was here I showed you what numbers had been called for whip go, and so now, well, these were for April. And so then I'm going to show you where I got to. If I can remember, I'll put in a picture somewhere showing the where I was at the last time, or what I showed you last time. But right now, this is where I'm at so far. This is a woman named Ella, and I'll put in a picture. Well, here's what it's supposed to look like when finished. Okay, and it's a collaboration between Brittany Church from Ingleside Imaginarium and a fashion designer, Ebony Short. And this is where I'm at now. My goal for stitch goal in April was to stitch 1,000 stitches. I think I got it. That's a lot of stitches. This is being stitched on a, let's see, this is on 32 count linen from Under the Sea Fabrics, and it's a rose myrtle. So at 32 stitches, 32 count, that's a lot of stitches. And a lot of color changes. And those sleeves, I love it. I love this one. Maybe one day I'll finish it, and I love stitching on it. Every time I pull out a whip and I start stitching on it, I just fall in love with it over and over again, because I wouldn't be stitching it in the first place if I didn't like it. So the other whip go, these are from April. It's been that long. So this is from Kathy Barrick. And this is Repeat the Sound in Joy. And like I said, I'll try to put in a picture from where I was at before. And this is where I'm at now. That's a lot of black stitching. In that lake. It's a lot of very fine stitching. And this is being stitched on a seraphim fabric. Let's see, it's a 36 count. Well, it says 36 count, but it's over dyed, so it's more of like maybe 38. I don't know. So it's very small, but and I can't read what the name of it is. On that card, she wrote it with a paint marker, so I can't read what that is. But it's a beautiful fabric. I just love it. And there you go. That's a lot of black. And I'm stitching it 1 over 1. Well, 1 over 2. One floss thread over 2 fabric threads. So and like I said, it's a lot of black, so it's very slow going, but it's relaxing to do. And you're going to hear, I didn't take everything out of the bag, because that would have been another mess I'd have to pull my hair out about. So, okay, for May, we're in May. For May whip go, this is Tribal Beauties. And it's a finish. This one I think I had to finish the border and the back stitching. Hopefully you can see what I'm showing you. There we go. See, there's the light. There's more light from this window. So I hope you can see it. And this is Tribal Beauties. And I'm not sure. Like I said, the only thing I had left, I think, was to do the border and the back stitch. And I'll put in a picture somewhere around here, somewhere, of where I was at before. And I'll tell you who the designer was. I can't remember. Okay, for May stitch go. No, that's not May. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. For May. Okay, that was for May. The first two were April. This was May. The second number on May was to finish my Christmas Dreams. This is a Joan Elliott, and it's done on a 14 count sparkle fabric. And all I had to do was finish up the back stitching and beads. I don't know if you can see beads. There's beads in his hat. Yeah, there's beads in his hat and around his head, plus the stars. Now, in the chart, the stars are stitched, but I cheated. And instead of stitching the stars, I have some silver buttons. These are silver, and the beads up around his head is silver. Now, there's also some snowflakes that were supposed to be in there, and there they are. These are buttons also. And there's some silver beads at the bottom. And I changed the skin color, if I didn't tell you. So there's Christmas Dreams by Joan Elliott. And that's a finish. For June whip go, since I wasn't here previously to let you know what I was going to be stitching on, and I showed you this before when I finished it back in March as part of my Stitch Asia. It's Henna Cat. This was number 1 on my whip go board, and so that one's finished. Like I said, you've seen that one before. And I am currently working on, and if I remember to put in the picture, I'll put it in. This is by Barbara Betts. I know who designed this one. But I'll put in the picture of where I was at beforehand. And this is where I am now. This is African Angel. I finished the lion cub. I finished the zebra's head. I'm starting on his wing, or her wing. But this is where she's at so far. I plan on maybe stitching on this again this afternoon. And I may change and stitch on my 2020 pandemic sampler. I want to make some stitches on that too. So maybe a little while longer on the African Angel. Okay, since I've talked to you last, I have stitched something else besides just those. This one I pulled out. This is Buttercup design, and I just love that little the beehive. That's so cute, and the bees. I love that. I think this took me a couple of days to do. This is number 53, the floss number, DMC 53, and it has like a shading in it, the variation in the color. So I like that one. That's a finish. That was a start and finish. I stitched it all the way through. I think what Gary calls a swath, start and finish in one sitting. And I also started and finished. I'll put that in here somewhere. Who it's designed by, I forget now. Girls' Night Out, and I love it. It's just, I love it. There's buttons. There's a pumpkin button. Well, I'll show you. She's holding a pumpkin. That's a button. The cat is wearing goggles. This witch's face is a button, and her goggles. She has goggles on her hat. There's bats, a blackbird or crow, and another pumpkin. And I just love this fabric. I have to put that in too. I'm prepared as far as having all my stitching ready to show. Knowing who everything is, who designed them, and what I'm stitching on is, if I don't have it right here, I don't remember. So I have to put it in when I edit. Okay, so now those were my whips and starts and finishes. I have some more whips. I don't know if you would call this a whip or a finish or both. I started this a few, I would say about a week or so ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I finished it. Well, the stitching anyway. This is Turn Your Face Towards the Sun, and I just love it. I love the colors in it. I think it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Her necklace is Krynic. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in it, but she also has beads to go in between. So I have to bead that. There's beads to go on her scarf. There's beads up here, and there's beads in the earrings. But I think it is gorgeous, and I love it. This is from Marnik Designs. Hold on, I'll show you Marnik Designs. This is the picture. You can see where it's from. And it is stitched on a light blue Lugana, 32 count Lugana. I bought it in stitches, and I don't have who did the dyeing, but it's a light blue, solid light blue, 32 count Lugana. Like I said, I have the beading to do, but all of the stitching is finished. I think she's gorgeous. Let's see. I started another young lady. This is from Cross Stitch Obsession, and all it has is Ethnic Woman as the title. I'm stitching her on, let's see, where is it? Oh. She's being stitched on 32 count flax linen with DMC flosses. And this is where she's at. This is what I have finished. I need the top of her headdress, and she'll be done. There are no beads. She'll be done once the stitching is done. And I just love her. And of course, she is being stored in one of my beautiful, beautiful Garin tote bags. Okay, let's see. What else do I have? Okay, I have some gifts and haul. Let's start with the gifts. And the beautiful Victoria Owens. She sent me some gifts. She knows I like Silver Creek samplers, so she sent me another Silver Creek sampler. This one is, name of it is Let It Snow. I love the cottage garden samplings. I love that. I love that cardinal. The male cardinal on there. I love it. That's beautiful. I get a kit from Homespun Elegance. Comes with the fabric, the thread. No, another snowman. I just love him. I've got a Lizzie cake, my secret garden. That's beautiful. I have Snowbell from another Lizzie cake. And I got a thread keeper, and this is from Little House Needleworks. I love that. So these were all from my friend Victoria. Thank you, Victoria. Okay. And I have a couple. I think I got these out of a grab bag. I do believe. This one is a Homespun Elegance. I believe I got this out of a gift bag, a grab bag that I bought it in Stitches. Maybe not. This may be a gift also. I like this one here, Witchville. I love Halloween. And this one I know came from in Stitches. And this was in a grab bag. This was the Ann Cole sampler. It's a reproduction sampler. And if anybody's interested, let me know. If you're interested, leave a comment. And if I get more than one, and I'll have to do a drawing for it. But I'm not a really sampler kind of person. And this one has the old English alphabet, where the S's looks like F's. Like, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And this is Ann Cole 1762 sampler. Okay. Here's another Homespun Elegance. This may have been a gift also, but it's Halloween, so that one's staying with me. Okay. I purchased some purchases. I received a calendar, Keepsakes Cross Stitch Calendar 2022. And it comes early because it has cross stitching in it. So here's the first four. These are gorgeous. I don't know if I'd stitched that house, but I liked it. That's pretty. Then you got the bunnies. That one, I like the black work. They separate out all of the cross stitch and put the big pictures here on the covers, but there's a separate thing with the actual calendar, so I put that one up. These are cute. I like the birds. Now, I don't know if I'd stitched them all, but I like that particular bird. But they're cute. And there's a lilac field. Looks like. And how does your garden grow? One of the old trucks. vegetable stand, boat, and here's the other four. There's four. I love that. I love Halloween. The stitching on black, that's beautiful. That's a pretty fall scene. And the reindeer. This is the 2022 Keepsakes calendar. Okay. Now, this is the cross stitch, and just cross stitch magazine. This is their June edition or issue, and I'll show you the cross stitch projects that are in here. I won't do a flip through. I'll just show you there. I like this page, how they put them all together. So this way you can see if you are interested in purchasing this magazine for this month, for June. Somebody who likes sailboats, that's a nice one. Another nice sailboat. Okay. So this is the front cover. Just cross stitch, June issue. Now, this booklet, I was watching, well, I've been watching a lot of quilting channels, videos, and the Missouri Star Quilt Company. I watch them. I watch oh, now I can't think of it. But they have a fabric store. I can't think of it. But I saw where I watched Vanna Pfeiffer. And Vanna had she was talking about making this freedom quilt. Well, she was talking about different quilt designs. And she mentioned this Underground Railroad sampler. And the book is Quilted in a Day. And it's Eleanor Burns and Sue Bouchard. So I had to order this book. And it has how to make these patches, these squares, quilt squares in this quilt. It has a description as to what they meant, or what they could have meant during the abolitionists. The abolitionists used these, and I'm old school. I don't understand. I've never checked into it and looked it up, but I don't know how, well, the difference. People are now saying enslaved people. I grew up saying slaves, and that's what they were. They were slaves. They were used as free labor, basically as farm animals. But they used these patchwork quilts and the patches, the squares in the quilt, to relay messages to people escaping from slavery. And this was like a roadmap as to which direction to go, where you could find a safe place to stay during the day, because most of the traveling was done at night. But these were messages sent to escape runaway slaves running to freedom. So I'm tempted to. I've done stitching before. I've done quilting before, but it's been a long time ago. But I'm tempted and I've got so much fabric. I'm tempted to start one, and if I do, this is what I'm using as my guide. Okay. This was a chart that came out, I believe it was done, I think it just came out during the expo. It's from Lucy Bean. It says Call for the Doctor. And it used to be an old children's nursery rhyme, and I love it. It says call for the doctor, call for the nurse, call for the lady with the alligator purse. And I just think this is hilarious. It's a purse. It's a handle. It's an alligator. So I bought that chart. This one, I like this. This is from the Little Stitcher 2020. This came from last year, The Christmas Carol. The Three Spirits. I love that. This is another from the Little Stitcher. Is the Salem Trials, The Witch Hunt. I think I'm going to just stitch the top part. Okay. I saw Sheila on Sunshine Stitchers was stitching this, and it's so cute. It's from Madame Chantilly. It's called Cats in the Rain. I think that's so cute. 123, well, not 123, it's Stony Creek. Stony Creek has a thing where they have a free pattern. They give you a free chart every month. This is the first month. This is Hometown Halloween. And it's coming in 4 sections, so that's the first section. You could do the stitching in, you know, as one whole piece, or just as a little mention. Excuse me. It says Bank of Booze. Bank of Booze. Okay. And I bought some fabric. Not sure if I showed you all of this. I know you haven't seen that one. You haven't seen that one. Haven't seen that one. Haven't seen that one. This was last month's Fabric of the Month. This is Ethel from Fortnite Fabrics. It's a very, very light yellow. Well, you can see it's a yellowish green. This way it looks yellow. But it's a very, very light mottling. You can see some of the mottling in it. I love it. This is the Subtle Samplers collection. So I love that. This is Amaryllis. This is from Under the Sea Fabrics. This is a yellow. It's more of a brighter yellow, of a buttery yellow, and it's slightly mottled. So I'm liking that. And these I bought from Stony Creek. I think it was either Stony Creek or 123. This is from Stony Creek. This is just a taupe. It's a 32 count taupe Lugana. This is from 123. 123. This is a Picture This Plus 32 count Heritage Lugana. There's some greens. Greens and browns. And it's I like that. That's Heritage. Then I have Legacy from Picture This Plus. Some more browns and pinks. And I have a Vintage Country Mocha. And this is that fabric where it's plain on one side and the design is like painted on. And this is also, let me see, this is, who's this from? I think this is a Picture This Plus, but it's a Vintage Country Mocha. Now this is a fabric that I think was new to In Stitches, my local needlework store. This is beautiful. I love this. And it's called Egyptian Sand. And it's dyed by Mountain Air. This is a 32 count linen. That's beautiful too. So now I can put all of my fabrics in my bin. So they've been sitting out. I don't want them to get dirty. But so though, and I have let's see, that was all of my haul. Oh, I just want to show you my plans. What I right now, as it stands, this is what I'm planning on stitching on at StitchCon. I will be going to StitchCon next Thursday, the 10th. I'm going to stitch. This is I Put a Spell on You, and this is from it didn't say. If I find it, I'll put it in. But this is I Put a Spell on You. It's only 4 colors. No, 3 colors. It's easy. It should be easy stitch at StitchCon if I get any stitching done. I'm going to stitch it on white Lugano. Yeah, some white Murano. So that should be easy. Easy peasy. That's if I get any stitching done. This one is from Keslin's, a hunting we will go. It's all black, one color. Should be easy stitching. I'm stitching it on a 32 count green Lugana for 1, 2, 3 stitch. That should be good. I've got that chart from Garon Stitchery, so I'm sure Gary is impressed with. He'll be impressed with that green fabric. And I also wanted to maybe put in some stitches on my comparative small Ship of Life. It's only one color. And this is stitched on a, I believe, a 36 count. It's a 32 count even weave by the name of Ruth from Fortnite Fabrics. And this is the one I'm stitching with the silks from Almond M&M Stitches. M&Ms on Instagram. And those are my plans as of today. They may change. They may expand. I don't know. And that's it. Oh, there's one more announcement. I now have 2,000 subscribers. Yay! I now have 2,000 subscribers, finally. And I will have to do a giveaway. I'm too excited about StitchCon to put a lot of effort into this giveaway, which I really want to do. So I'll wait till I get back. And my next video, which will probably be sharing a video from StitchCon. Excuse me. So either in that video or the following, I will announce my giveaway. But it's coming. So it has taken me a while, and I appreciate all of the shout outs and the mentions, and I really do. I really appreciate it. I think I said it on my first or second video that if no one is interested in watching me, I won't continue. But I have some very, very diehard subscribers, commenters, friends, family who have continued to come and watch my videos whenever I put one out, even though it may be a month or months between videos, but you stick with me and you come back and visit, and I really appreciate it. So I want to put in some meaningful items in the giveaway, and I'll make that announcement in my next video. Thank you all. Stay safe. I'm going to still wear my mask, but hopefully everybody will stay safe. Wash your hands, and I'll see you next time. Bye.